Okay, good morning, everybody. I say good morning, good afternoon, evening, night, wherever it is you're watching the stream from. So we've just about hit 100 people in the chat. So that's amazing. So thank you very much for being here. It's a very exciting day today. Obviously, we're launching Crayta today very soon. So you should be able to see this timer up above my head, which points to the time that we should see the July Pro games land on the store. And therefore, obviously, you'll see Crayta appear there as well. I'm joined by Adam this morning. Adam, you want to say hello?
Hi, everybody.
Cool. So yeah, I think this first part of the stream is just basically going to be interacting with you guys in chat. We're just going to have a sort of a discussion about what's going on, and we're going to hear some words from Chris a little bit later, who is our publishing director. Just kind of give us an overview of the kind of how we're all feeling here at the studio. Super excited, and just give a bit of a recap. So you see, there's Chris in chat. So yeah, it's been amazing to see this morning just kind of how excited you are. I jumped into the stream chat this morning about 6:30, and there was already tons of people sort of chatting away, which is pretty amazing. If you haven't already seen, we have got a bit of a schedule for today. As I say, being launch day, we thought we'd put on plenty of things for you. So we've got this stream running right now, which will run till about 8:30 BST. So only kind of about 45 minutes from now, we'll end this one. We'll roll into this afternoon, so at 2 p.m. BST. That's right, Adam?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us what you're doing then?
Yep, cool. So I'm doing an introduction to Crayta stream for about an hour and a half, starting from 2 p.m. BST. So that will basically run through Crayta for anyone who hasn't seen it before. Hopefully have some interesting stuff for those of you who have seen Crayta before as well. And I'll just talk you through all sorts of things. So the character customization, playing a few games, we'll maybe even create a game as well. And I'll just see who's in Crayta and having a good time.
Cool. Yeah, and then after that, we've got Andy Sargent, who's our kind of tutorial guru. He's going to be running through an Eventbrite kind of tutorial that he's running with some people who signed up. That's actually going to be live streamed as well. So if you didn't get a ticket for that, you make sure you head over to our channel and set a reminder for that event. And then this evening, we'll be back for our kind of usual 7 o'clock slot with a kind of introduction to Crayta again, slightly larger scale. We'll be playing some games, we'll be making a game, playing a ton more games, hopefully starting to check out some of the games that you guys have been making. So keep an eye out on Discord. If you haven't already joined us on Discord, head over there. If one of the mods could throw the Discord link into the chat, that would be great. But yeah, if you are interested, if you get a game together today and you're interested in us playing it, then keep an eye on there. We'll have some details at some point about how you can get those to us to have a look at. And then we'll be having a couple of interviews with some of our indie developers who've made a couple of our launch games, and generally just trying to play games and have as much fun as we can with you guys. So for this stream, as I say, we're going to try and keep an eye out on the store. So if I just switch over here, we should see kind of got the store here sitting ready as it was. So hopefully we'll see that refresh in just under 10 minutes time. Then we'll go to play some games, and then what we'll do is actually try sharing some state share beta links. So it'd be interesting to see, if you guys can get some games claimed nice and early, if you could then perhaps jump in and join us on stream. It'd be quite an interesting little test of all that sort of stuff working. So I'm excited to see that. So let's have a quick look at chat. It looks like it's going crazy again. So 125 people here, which is always amazing. I know it's not early morning for everybody, but for us here, it's quite early to be doing this sort of thing. So it's amazing to see you guys here. This is what a community-focused studio looks like. They totally deserve all the success from Rock. Thank you, Rock. That's amazing to hear. Does it auto-refresh the store, or I have to do it myself? I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm just going to sit and kind of do the usual refresh, a bit closer to the time. I want to see more games that aren't just third-person, over-the-shoulder type games like the Overcooked one. Yeah, so that'd be quite interesting. I think it would be be amazing to see kind of once we give the tools out to the public in 8 minutes time. It'll be amazing to see what sort of thing players are coming up with. Still feels weird that we're this close. It's crazy.
8 minutes.
Mm.
That is close. 7 minutes.
Hey Russ, Adam, can you hear me?
Oh,
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey guys, hey everyone.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, just saying how busy chat is, and I think a lot of people are pretty excited for our launch, which is in 7.5 minutes time.
I know, this is intense, isn't it?
This is intense. Yeah,
very, very exciting. Very, very nervous.
Fingers crossed for that store refresh. See if we can time it well.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned at the start of the stream, say Chris is here. Chris is our publishing director, and we're just going to sort of have a quick chat with Chris about generally how we're feeling. So I guess, yeah, Chris, how are we feeling today? It's kind of a bit massive day for the studio and for Crayta.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome to finally get here. It's been a long journey over kind of 2 years in the making, and just an amazing job done by everyone. Really, I think we started at about 19 people, and we're now pretty much double that size. And yeah, we're finally kind of really hyped for the big day. I think generally everyone's like really excited, but also there's like a bit of fear, just making sure it's all gonna hang together, all gonna work. We're not that big a company to just go instantly live, so we've done like loads and loads of testing with bots, thousands and thousands of bots joining servers to try and make sure it's all gonna hang together. But bots aren't humans, so there's always that kind of that human element that could come in and just cause something we don't expect. But overall, yeah, it's really exciting. I can't wait to see what people create. It'll be so cool.
So yeah, it's almost like a nervous excitement, isn't it? Like it's going to be amazing to see. Just in the next couple of hours, just as we start to sort of fill the world with what people have created or what they're creating, or just seeing lots of people playing the games that we've made that have sat there for ages. So it's really cool. So I mean, what sort of things do you think you'll be looking for today? Anything you're particularly excited to see players try and create?
I think to start with, what we'll start seeing is people just kind of pushing the boundaries and doing really kind of diverse content, things like that. I think that's what I'll be looking for, is kind of the weird and the wonderful to start with. But that's kind of just keep looking at what kind of comes out visibly from the games themselves. But I'm also going to be watching, where are we going to burst into life? Like, is the forum going to go crazy? Or now we've got kind of the feature voting boards going to go live. How many people are going to start uploading UI images? What's going to happen in Discord? What's going to happen in Reddit? So there's so many channels to look at today, and keep an eye on things and see where the excitement really kind of bubbles.
Yeah, as I say, it's going to be one of those days. We've got a lot of sort of things we've set up and a lot of prep we've done for kind of various channels of places that people can get their kind of opinions across or ask questions. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where people find themselves most going. Absolutely. So I think it's going to be like a hot potato day between channels.
It is, and so many firsts as well. Adam's doing his first stream using his own setup, so fingers crossed for your rig there, Adam, that it all hangs together.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Tested it a little bit.
Yeah, just about got mine together now. I think this whole working from home situation was kind of an interesting thing to have to deal with this close to
quite a curveveball, wasn't it?
To launch. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have any thoughts or comments on sort of the way the studio's held together.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, to be fair, it was an okay time for it to happen to us, because we were at the final kind of the testing phase. So things become a bit more kind of, I guess there's a process there. Bugs come in, they get handled and filtered out to people, then people fix the bugs. So there wasn't so much kind of like creative brainstorming around a whiteboard needed. But the company as a whole pivoted really quickly and got into the habit of working from home. And then, of course, having Stadia and dev kits in the cloud also made that quite a lot easier. People weren't having to lug kits, physical hardware home, or kind of connect to work to use them all the time. So that was a bit of an unexpected bonus from cloud gaming and cloud development there.
Yeah, I think there was a big Bungie article recently, wasn't there, where they were saying, obviously, Destiny being a massive game on Stadia as well. Like, they found that kind of
the QA
shift,
side,
was actually playing and creating on Stadia is such an amazing kind of amazingly portable thing to do. Obviously, that kind of cloud-based dev kit is quite a crucial thing when you're kind of shifting your entire operation to remote locations. So yeah, it's really interesting. Cool. Okay. Well, I know you've got a super busy day coming up. So any kind of final thoughts or words you want to say before we let you go?
I just hope everyone has a blast today. I hope I hope they just create some wonderful, amazing things. Just push the boundaries of what they think they can make and start diving in. Don't forget the resources. Don't forget developer.crayta.com, which is going to be a really useful place to get the tutorials and the API and then links to the kind of the FAQs and the forums. So if you want to feed knowledge into your head, that's the place to go. And I hope everyone has an awesome time, watches the streams, watches the tutorial, watches Adam. And let's have a blast. Exciting.
Cool. Brilliant. All right. Well, thank you very much, Chris. As I say, we'll let you to it.
No problem.
You've got a very busy day ahead, so
I think we all have. Have fun, guys.
Cool. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Cool. Okay. All right. So I don't know, any more questions in chat? I guess a couple of minutes before launch, and you guys can all go and hopefully jump in and start learning a lot of these things for yourself. But if there are any questions, then do make sure you get them in. As Chris mentioned there, it's kind of a really important resource for, especially for these early days as you're starting to get to grips with Crayta, is that developer.com. Developer.crayta.com. It's a kind of resource where we've got tutorials and all sorts of bits of information and links to the forum, and it's definitely something worth checking out, and that's available now. So I think Maggie has just put a link there in chat for you guys to check out. But that's a good place, and you'll get to our API docs. So anyone who's interested in the Lua scripting and coding side of things and wants to start learning more about how that all kind of hangs together, and the API we have that sits kind of between the main Lua engine and the game, all that sort of stuff is definitely worth checking out. Any more suggestions in chat? Get all of your kind of game thoughts out there. Be really interesting to see. Hope some of you aren't staying up too late as well. I know a lot of people have stayed up through the night for this, so we do appreciate that. But obviously, always do make sure you look after yourselves and get some sleep.
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
It's like New Year's Eve, but for Crayta.
Yeah, I don't know what's more exciting. Well, definitely this. Okay, so we go have a look at the store.
I think it's time to.
I think it's time. So interestingly, obviously this is the sort of thing I'm assuming we're going to see a pretty prompt store update. It may take a few minutes. Obviously, it's not necessarily like something that will be applied globally, but it's a difficult thing to test as a game going live on a live store. You don't really get a chance to practice that on stream very often, so we'll just have to go with it and see what happens.
It's live, Russ. I'm seeing people saying it's live.
It's live. So let's see.
Go refresh.
Refresh.
Mash that refresh button.
Okay, big refresh. Oh, and there it is. Okay, so the Stadia Pro games are now live. So obviously you've got all of the games there: West of Loathing, Monster Boy, and the Cursed Kingdom. And there we see our Crayta Pro game sat there on its own tile. So I think that just leaves us to go over now, Adam, and probably get ready in the hub for people to come and join us.
I am already seeing a lot of new names popping into the hub as we speak. In fact, I think it's just filled up. Just straight away.
Very excited. I'm a little bit behind. I'm going to do my best to try and catch up. See, the smart thing would have been to sat in the hub already.
That would have been a good idea. Okay. Everybody's here.
Cool. Okay, well that's super exciting. It's nice to see that all went as smoothly as I'd hoped it would. Looks like all you guys are in chat. It's up. Yeah, champagne bottles. Go to all games. I'm in. Refresh. Good job, official button presser. Yeah, it looked like that went pretty well. So I think the first experience for a lot of you guys, you'll now be creating your characters. So do make sure you spend some time doing that. Obviously, the characters are a massive part of the experience of Crayta. Our art director Lucy did, and obviously her whole team, but the art team have done an amazing job with the characters and that whole kind of character creation side of things. So if I just switch over here now, okay. So here's me ready in my hub at least. I think I've got a couple of Unit 2 staff in this hub with me. I don't know which hub you ended up in, Adam, which instance, but we may be together.
I don't know. There's a lot of newcomers here.
There's
a few
lot of
familiar
newcomers.
names.
Did you want to maybe invite me to a group, to a chat, and we'll see if we can get together. It doesn't matter if not. I guess we can just go play in our own instances.
Yeah, I'll try and invite you in. Invite to group. I've
Fine.
sent you. Oh no, that's the wrong you. No, that is the right.
No, that
you.
is the right me.
Russ2283.
Yeah, the one of many me's. Okay. Let's come join your game. Okay. Are you up here
You
somewhere?
are in my group.
Okay, so I'm here with Jörgen, Adam, Sean.
Hello.
Hey. Cool. Okay.
Celebratory facepalm.
So I guess one thing we haven't actually shown on the streams before, and the sort of thing we can start to do more of now, is actually Adam's just sent me an invite through the Stadia side of things. So I got that sort of invitation to game. I've just joined it, and now I've ended up in his instance with him. So there's a tight link between the Stadia parties and the way that all kind of comes together, and the way that it works in Crayta. Yeah, let's get some more emoting. Let's get a little bit busier at the top of these steps, I think. I know Sean's got the cone. We'll go for a cone fanfare as players start to arrive up at the top.
I need to check if I've unlocked the cone, actually.
It was one of the store purchasable things the other day.
Okay. Let me check that. Oh, it's changed now. I've got Kiss Kiss. It's just not the same as a cone.
I do like the cone. I do love a good emote that loops. I think that's really interesting. So, cool. So we'll give it a couple more minutes. I see there's quite a lot of players sort of gathered over at the starting point. Once a few more of you guys over there are starting to sort of get through that character creation, we'll perhaps go ahead and start playing some games. As I say, we're going to share some of the share links, the state share beta links, and get some of you guys into the games with us. Obviously, the first few who get in will connect. Otherwise, you'll end up in your own instance. But we'll all be playing the same games at the same time, and it'll be a really interesting test of that sort of thing. Random hero 10668215. Believe that. Not a member of staff. Always, so obviously a few of us, like myself and Adam, we use our names, but there's a lot of members of staff who don't use they use their kind of normal handles. So it's a case of trying to remember who does what.
Definitely some new people.
Yeah.
If you come over to the start of the hub, you can see everyone just standing there customizing their characters.
Everyone's ready, getting busy. See them all changing slowly. Oh, fanfare. There's Gizmo. There we are. I didn't realise everyone was so excited for Crayta. I think that might be the fastest I've ever seen people claim and join. That was quite incredible.
It was amazing to watch from being in this hub at 8 AM. Just everyone joined in one go.
Yeah. So to be kind of on the store page, before I could even refresh the store page, you said that the hub was full of people. That's just crazy,
Yeah.
How fast. I mean, cloud gaming, we've just launched our game, and people have managed to basically purchase the game or claim the game and get in, that fast. It's incredible. Yeah, really exciting times. Okay, well, it looks like we've got an excited, is that a kobold jumping around there? That looks like. Gizmo. So there's Andy Morph, so one of our kind of followers for a while now. Okay, cool. So I think we're probably ready to maybe start jumping into some games. Any ideas what we maybe should play first? A good group game?
So many.
There's so many. I think a lot of people have been excited for Prop Hunt for a long time, so I think it'd be a shame to make them wait any longer.
Let's do it.
Let's go and play a quick game.
You're in my group, right?
I'm in your group, yeah. So if you want to go to Prop Hunt, here we are. So as you can see, Adam is the leader of the group. He's now travelled to Prop Hunt, and without me doing anything, because he's my leader, and I trust him. He's sent us both into Prop Hunt here. Was there anyone else in this group, or was it just the two of us?
Just two of us at the moment, but we're pretty full.
Pretty full already. Okay. Well, I'm going to put a share link up on the screen anyway. Okay, so there's a link there for you guys to see. I don't know if you can see that as well, Adam, if you're monitoring the stream.
Let's
Don't worry if not.
have a look. Just accounting for the little bit of lag between your voice and the stream.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's fine. I'm gonna.
I can see it.
Okay, launch dot.
Now this game works fine on PC and keyboard, but PC and controller. But I personally much prefer this on controller. Just feels a lot nicer. For any of you there that have the same setup with a keyboard and a controller with you.
So I've just utterly failed at entering that link, but there is. It's not an actual link, but you guys can take that and enter that into your browsers now. Someone was very, very kind and didn't just shoot me instantly there, which is good.
No one's been shot on ours yet. Come on, Cage.
Okay, they're not in the lift, so they must be around somewhere.
Oh, I'm hearing gunshots.
Oh yeah, there goes
someone's
one.
out. Maybe I should stop just running around at random now.
Yes,
Whoa.
yeah. I've
Yep.
just managed to sneak past. Oh.
I have seen them.
Hello, prop. I'm going to do my best to not call out what people are, like I usually do.
That sounds good, but can you give any hints that only we would understand about where you might be? So I can come find you.
Oh. I still, however much I've played this game, I still find it like hilarious when you see a prop just open a door, slide through the room, and just slide out the other side of the room, like just casually. Right, I'm gonna have to move because I'm exposed.
Well, I'm out already, so.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
find out
Oh,
if
he
it's
saw me.
Oh,
I got seen. Right, okay.
strangely, a pumpkin didn't blend in well in a hallway. If you can even believe that.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to have a quick look at chat as well, obviously, but seems like it's going pretty well. It seems like a lot of you guys joined in as well, which is always nice to see. First win for the props.
Hey, someone's already published their game.
Wow.
Well, that is something.
Installed the game, created my avatar, my own map, and published within 5 minutes.
You said there's a lot of firsts today. I think that's the first time a game creation game has been published and someone's already published their own game within literally 10 minutes of the launch.
Before we finished our first game of Prop Hunt.
Oh, I'm seeing quite a few new ones already.
Oh, you're the hunter.
Oh, okay, I should probably actually pay attention.
Probably pay attention.
Right, who's by the lift? You're going to get shot.
Warning everybody, Adam has played this a lot. And made it, I guess, which gives you the advantage.
That does give some advantage. Whoever that tree is, come on.
But then again, you know, this was a game we made to be relatively fair every round. Like, I guess, you know, you've played it a lot, but being the creator doesn't give you any benefit because of the randomization we added to it.
Yeah, exactly. So for anyone that doesn't know, every round we sort of shuffle up all the props, randomize them a bit, so we can't just learn the layouts.
Oh.
That mop's clearly moving. Sorry, Russ.
I
but,
thought you were
try
I thought you were a prop, like not in your prop
No.
form. I completely missed the fact you were holding a big red gun.
Someone was here. Is it the fan? Someone is in this little office room. What the? There's a chair. Feel like they're taunting me. Nice try. Right, 3 left, 1 minute 30. Sorry,
Oh.
box, but your little radar gave you away. You need to move.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh. Hold up. It's one of
Tense.
these.
It's tense.
It's one of these. Yes. So for anyone that doesn't know in prop hunt, if you don't move for a certain amount of time, then the little meter in the bottom left goes up, and you'll start pinging at me, and that shows me your rough location on my little radar. Right, one more person. I feel like there's a lot of weird stuff in the office. What is this?
Oh no. The chase is on. Oh well.
Yes.
Well played.
30 seconds left.
Well, so that's the first two games, prop 1 and a hunter 1. So I guess that's a good sign for balance so far. I think let's go one more game.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, nice. Well, the fact that on our first round, Russ, me and you died pretty much before anyone else shows that, you know, our experience really isn't helping us much.
No, that's true. Gustav Anderson says, is local multiplayer possible in this game, or is it coming in the future? So local multiplayer isn't kind of available at the moment. I'm not sure where that sits in terms of the future either. As I say, I think there's kind of the way that Stadia works, it's kind of already really kind of open to multiple devices, multiple kind of people at home. So local multiplayer, not necessarily. As I say, I guess never say never, but I don't know if that's something we have sort of on the roadmap. Adam, you answered a similar question on the AMA yesterday. Do you have anything else to add to that?
Yeah, I think pretty much just what you said, really. Stadia does allow you to use all the games across a lot of devices, and at some point family sharing will come along, so that will probably help with sort of same household playing as well. But I don't think we have any plans at the moment for local multiplayer.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh, you out?
Yeah, I got done by the radar. The hunter was just in the room a little bit too long.
Oh no. Oh no. Same. Oh, I thought I could get away with it, but I failed. I bet Mr. Ferrets is feeling pretty smug right now, beating all of the Unit 2 stuff before
Yeah.
most other people.
Yeah, it looks like it's just other players left. Yogarin's here. Yogarin, I say Yogarin's here just as he got killed. So I guess one player left.
Joppy6 there is a friend of mine that's jumped in on day one and is doing better than me at prop hunt already. Kind of embarrassing. Ooh, can you see them on the radar, on the CCTV, Russ?
I'm gonna have a quick flick through. Oh,
Got
yeah.
quite a cheeky little hiding
Oh,
spot.
that's pretty good actually. I think they've been helped by the randomized props there a little bit. There's a good little spot.
We'll have to find them.
Can you choose to follow the hunter if you get caught out? So the way when you get caught out works is you can use the triggers or sort of left and right click to go through this sort of CCTV system. So you could try and follow the hunter in that way. Or what I always find fun at this point is just trying to spot where the props are. So let's see. Saw him there.
I think
Props win.
Prop victory.
Cool. Should we go
Good job.
Should we go for another game? Why don't we get maybe a quick round of Super Doom Wall?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's always a fun one. We'll play some of these games again later. But if you want to send us over there.
It's quite exciting. I've never seen the active games rail just full.
So
like
active.
every game.
Yeah.
We might never see something quite like that again once everyone starts filling it with all their own games as well.
Yes, it's nice to know that our games will get played at least once.
Yeah, even
Cool.
if it's just by us.
Okay, so me and Adam just got into our own instance, which is quite good. So here we go. Here's a link appearing now. So
Got someone else there.
if anyone is quick enough to capture that and get that into the chat. So that'll be launch.crayta.com/hotel3 Foxtrot Whiskey 3 Bravo Hotel Romeo. There's a
You feel so smart now, don't you?
little joke between me and Adam. The amount of times we've had to share those with each other.
What was that? 3 Jemima, Hippo, something, Zebra. I can't actually remember what the letters were, but something along those lines.
Oh, damn. Okay, it seems like a few people might have found it.
Right, I'm going for the big jump. Oh no, the big jump was too high. Come on.
Oh, I nailed it. I got like the arc perfectly and went straight through the wall.
I tried to do a rocket jump, but I still had the freeze gun, so I just froze it myself.
Nice.
Oh wait, it worked. Got me through. Get back.
Get frozen.
No, don't freeze me.
So who have we got in here? So Kobold's come with us. Pote, Cage, Valkorian. A lot of these names I recognise from Discord, so it's great to see you guys over here. I hope you're about to have a great day playing Crayta. We're going to be live for about another 10 minutes now, just playing through these games. But we may hang around a little bit longer playing some games with you guys for a bit. But as I say, we'll be back later on at 2 o'clock BST. Adam's going to take us through kind of a tour of Crayta, play some games with chat again, and do a bit of a creation session, keeping it kind of a bit more basic and just kind of give people a heads up of what they can do. And then after that, Andy Sargent, who runs a lot of our tutorials, will be live with a live tutorial, which he's running with some players. If you didn't get a ticket for that, then you can check out the live stream, which will be live on this channel. And then again, later on at 7 o'clock BST, I'll be back with Adam and kind of other guests doing a similar thing here. We'll be playing games with the chat, answering questions, and having some interviews with some of our indie developers. And we've also got an interview with our audio director. So anyone who's interested in the kind of music and sound of game design, I'd highly recommend being here to check that out. Kind of all of the music and sounds in the game were created by Matt. It's quite an incredible library. Kind of incredibly talented guy. And then we'll also be sharing out state share beta links to try and get you guys in game with us.
Come on, Russ. Me and you need to top the leaderboard in this.
Oh no,
otherwise it's just embarrassing.
Right, I potentially need to get rid of my knockdown's too high now that I'm going too high on my rocket jumps.
That is a problem.
Oh, I got frozen.
That may have been by me, unless someone else has a freeze power up as well. Yes, frozen someone there.
Oh, I just stepped back off the arena.
No.
I think you might be running away with this one a bit now.
I don't know. It could still all change. Valkorian's quite close. Cage is quite close.
I can see someone asking, can you enter the share link somewhere inside of Crayta? So the whole link you won't enter, but the 8 character code at the end of the link. Oh, I just stepped off the back of the arena again. The 8 character code can be entered, if you can see on the screen now. If you go to play or create, you can see this user share code option at the top. If you go to that, here you can enter that 8 character code, and that will take you to the game. So the 8 character code that's at the end of that little link. If you're outside of Crayta, then you'd use the full link to get into game.
Alright, I think I might have a good enough lead here.
I just realised, so
Seconds.
we've always wondered what a good use for that glob lobber would be. but I don't think the weapons destroy the
Oh, do they
the
not?
glob. So someone's actually just sealed up like a big chunk of the wall. Like the 500 was really exposed, but I couldn't get through because there was a load of the green glob in the way.
Oh, okay.
I'm falling
That could be
behind
it.
now. I haven't scored a point for like 4 rounds now.
Nice.
Got knocked out the top. Right.
I am your new wall queen.
Okay, let's go for one more game here. Or at least one more.
2, 1.
Oh no. The gap wasn't quite big enough. And I just sort of bumped my head
There
and
we
fell
go.
back down.
500, I'll take that.
Ooh, power up.
I always feel like
Big bomb.
I should focus more on taking out other players.
Did my big bomb just chuck you out the arena?
No,
As I hoped it would.
but
Oh,
it
what?
did open up the 500 to me.
Well, that was my second big bomb. You
Oh.
get 2 with that power up.
I got yeeted.
Nice.
Yeah, so I can see just in chat there people mentioning a couple of issues. So obviously, we have launched the potential for slight teething issues here and there. If you do find any issues that you want to report, then Nat's just shared a link to the forum, and that's probably going to be the best place to get those bugs and issues shared. Get yeeted. Go
Is that you trying to
away.
yeet me?
Go.
No, leave me alone. Leave me and my 155% knockback alone.
Oh, this should be an easy 500 if I don't get knocked out of the arena.
Oh no.
No, I got knocked out of the arena.
Oh, we're being beaten.
Oh no.
Like Cobalt.
It's already
Nice.
happening. We're already losing control.
It's over, Russ.
I thought we'd make it through at least one stream.
No.
Robin says this is where I'll live today. Yeah, so Robin, our QA lead, invites you to the forum to enter as many bugs as you find. You're welcome, Robin.
Mhm. He will love you for it, honestly.
Okay, just made it through.
Oh no, I think I yeeted myself. Or someone yeeted me. Pote yeeted me.
Oh, another 500. Oh, it's going to be pretty close between you two at the top.
Certainly is.
Right, I'm going to try this wall sealing approach.
Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, come on.
So so they can't be destroyed. So it just makes it a little bit tricky. That's actually quite a cool little. I mean, it hasn't seemed to stop anyone, but if you can get the globs a bit closer. Right, another 500.
Oh no, just damaged myself. Oh, we've overtaken Cobalt.
Good.
We're holding on to the ground now. Probably come back in like 2 days and someone's figured out how to get 1 million points. or
Yeah.
something. Okay.
Right, there we go. Finally knocked a player out of the arena, but didn't focus on the wall. Okay, at least I
50
survived.
seconds.
What are we at? But still do it. You need to have a couple of bad rounds, but I might still. Oh, I just tried to.
Did you just launch me through? You
I just saw you right next to me as I was about to say you need a bad round, so I hit you in the back, but it blasted me out of the arena and you through the wall. Or at the wall at least.
I've eliminated myself, but luckily I'd already made it, so I think I'm okay. Okay, last wall. All comes down to this one, maybe. Damn it, I missed the jump.
Oh, I've not got anywhere near enough knockback.
Yes! Made the 500.
No, I didn't. I at least got second this time.
Cool.
Should we go for maybe a quick game? Something else? I'm going to go back to the hub quickly. Or do you want to take us back to the hub?
Sure, yep.
And then we'll have a quick go on something else quite nice. How about a bit of Tumbleweed Ridge? Just with a couple of us to round it off. Get some. Yeah, that might be quite nice
the
actually.
Start of the hub. This is busy.
This is a busy hub. Do you want to take us to Tumbleweed Ridge and perhaps we'll get some crops planted, and they'll
Let's
be
do it,
ready.
I'm going to use.
They'll be ready for us later. Don't think it's on the walls here. No,
Oh, it's not on one of the walls.
Someone's already graffitied on the prop hunt sign.
Oh no. Okay, Tumbleweed must be an active one, right? Let me find it. Here we go. Let's go.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to be running for a couple more minutes. So it's been amazing to see so many people join us for this early morning stream. So for anyone who hasn't seen Tumbleweed Ridge before, this is kind of a very different pace. The idea here is it's kind of like a farming simulator. I think I had already played a little bit of this. It seems like I've not got this tutorial, but it's an interesting example of how you can kind of create very kind of complex, but very interesting in-game things. So complex being not complicated to make, but really quite deep and powerful mechanics. So this was made by John, one of our technical directors. When you boot in here for the first time, you actually get like a step-by-step tutorial, which is all made kind of within Crayta. It's not like a Crayta-powered thing as such. John, created the UI, wrote the lure, wrote all the steps to kind of get that to work. So just to give you an idea of how you can kind of really start to make games feel your own. I couldn't really think of a game that would be so different to Super Doom Wall, but just to give you an idea here, yeah, like aesthetically and gameplay-wise, it's very different. You can make games in different cameras, different kind of perspectives, first person, third person, fixed cameras, orbit cameras, you can do a lot with that sort of thing. Okay, so I think we'll start to wrap this up. I'm just going to harvest this corn now, but as I say, big thank you to everybody who's joined this morning, and I hope you all have an amazing day playing games, creating games, starting to learn Crayta. We'll do our best to kind of float around and assist where we can. But if you haven't already, do make sure you subscribe to us here on YouTube. We've got a really busy day ahead with sort of all sorts of streams, content, and various videos and such that are already available. So if you are interested in game development and haven't seen some of the things we've made already, then do head over to onto YouTube and subscribe to us and check out our previous streams, our stream archive. There's a lot of game creation streams where we've taken some of the starter maps, so starter games, and started to make our own kind of versions of them, which is a really interesting way to learn. You can join us on Discord if you have any questions about the game or just want to generally learn more about the game. Then head over to Discord. If the mods can be chucking out the links, that would be amazing. Twitter and Instagram, of course, you can find us at Crayta Game on both of those platforms. And if you do find any issues or you want to discuss things or just kind of generally keep in touch with what's going on Crayta, you can also use our forum. And we have our developer website available as well. So from there you can use a lot of, you can learn about the API, you can do all sorts of things from there. So I'd highly recommend you go and check that side of things out as well. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you much. Thanks, Adam, for joining me. I know it was an early start for you. It's an early start for most, but it's going to be an exciting day. So we'll see you guys a little bit later on.
Cool, that was good fun. Thanks, everyone.